Okay, let me show you what is the outside look like. So as you can see here, Sunshine Coast Airport Motel is very nice. That is where I come in with my car and I go right in here. That's the gate that I can keep it open or close. And there's a nice table and chairs, and that's the entrance door. Nice backyard. And when you come in, this is the bedroom. We get a fridge. One thing I don't like is the fridge is quite noisy in the room. If they put this fridge somewhere in here, that will be very nice solution to block the noise. Very nice setup here with some tea and coffee and snack. And the bed is pretty comfortable. Got a chair, got a bunch of cupboard. Inside the cupboard, they have like iron board. They also have full set of, what is that, utensil. That's so nice. I don't know where this door goes. I cannot open this. This thing is not working. It's spinning. Got a desk area. Really nice chair. Pretty sure it's from office work. It's very comfortable chair. And the toilet, pretty standard toilet. Very nice, very clean. The aircon is reasonably quiet. Standard 24-inch TV from Hisense, smart TV. But yeah, I really like this place. Hello everyone. So as you can see, I'm not in my bedroom. This is a motel room. I'm currently in Sunshine Coast for a SIM assessment. It's part of the interview that I have with the company that I want to work for. I passed the first round of the interview and now I am in Sunshine Coast waiting for the SIM assessment today. I flew into Brisbane yesterday and I drove all the way from Brisbane to Sunshine Coast, which is all highway and motorway or something like that. So it's only take me about 1 hour and 20 minutes to drive here. Well, obviously, I can't doing sightseeing at all for this trip. It's literally just like I come in for an interview and I go out, which is a little bit unfortunate. I have the SIM assessment starting at 5 p.m. Initially, it will be a brief. Then after that will be a SIM check. And the next morning, I'm catching a flight at 8 a.m. to go back to Darwin. So it's a short trip. I think it will be worth it. I really hope so. This ticket is very expensive. I spent $1,100 for this ticket. I need to pass to get my money back. I never bought an air ticket that expensive. Probably going to head out to get some breakfast and come back and do more study. I'm quite interested to see Sunshine Coast Airport as well. Let's see about the facility and stuff, so I'm able to show you around what's going on around there. This motel room is also very nice. So this motel is Sunshine Coast Airport Motel. Is really good. The host is nice. He waited for me because I was really late. I say that I will check in last night at 7 to 8-ish and I end up show up at 9 because of delay and stuff with the flight and the car. But he's very nice. He waited for me. This motel is very clean, very tidy, very quiet, even though it's just literally next to the airport. I will update you guys maybe after I finish the SIMS assessment, see if I'm crying or not. Alright, see ya. Back to my car, got my breakfast, got my coffee. We'll see how it goes. We'll show you when I get back to the motel. One thing I need to whinge about this car, I never drive this brand before. Windscreen swiper and the light signal is swapped. The windscreen swiper for this car is here and the light signal is here. Toyota is switched. So now every time I want to do turn signal, put on the windscreen swiper and I was like, fuck. And then I need to go back, turn left, and I was like, oh my god, that's just annoying. Okay, first glance looks very nice. By the way, this mocha is not really nice. It tastes more like a latte instead of a mocha. I think each cafe have their own style of making mocha. It just, yeah, it is what it is. It's pretty mediocre with the mocha. This is really nice. Sorry, I'm eating it now. Not sure if it's $17, but I think I would consider myself on a holiday. Coffee, but this, yes, good. Okay, let's do some quick study of the IFR knowledge thing. I do recommend you guys to use IFR cheat sheet from Refly Planks. So there's the details there. Feel free to donate to them because they do awesome work. It's really good and they update regularly as well. I could use my own course, but like I just use this quickly, so just give myself the overview of the IFR stuff. But yeah, this is really good, so make sure you use that for your IFR, and it's free. Okay, I finished studying the IFR theory. I make some notes to just jot my memories, and now I am studying for the departure and approach, because I know that for the sim session I will be focusing on doing the CANS 2 departure and also the CANS IOS. Now as you can see, this is the standard instrument departure, CANS 2 departure here. I think the main reason they choose it is the special requirement. Mainly for one-way 1-5, you can see here at the earlier of 400 feet or departure end of one-way, turn left to assigned heading between 350 to 030. So if we look here, you depart from 1-way 1-5 at 400 feet or departure end of one, whichever is earlier, not after, earlier. You turn left to a heading between this. The main reason is terrain. There's a bunch of terrain here and there, and that's the reason why they don't want you to hit something. And in the scenario of me flying a King Air simulator, we will always hit 400 before departure end of runway, because again, Cairns is a very long runway as well. Like I will probably hit maybe 1,500 to up to 2,500 feet at the end of the runway. So that's why 400 or departure end of runway, whichever is earlier. So in the King Air scenario, always 400. So yeah, so studying for that, and later on I will start looking at the iOS. As you can see here, there's a bunch of different iOS and also the localizer as well. So for one-way 1-5, you can do the iOS and localizer, but for one-way 3-3, you can only do localizer for one-way 3-3. And each runway direction, you can see they have 4 versions of it. So Whiskey, X-Way, Yankee, and Zulu. And I have a look of each one and compare them to find out the differences among them. And what I found out is, so for the iOS, Whiskey, X-Way, Yankee, Zulu. So for Whiskey and X-Way, you can fly the iOS, Whiskey, and X-Way using the DME and GNSS. However, Whiskey is for Cat A and B only, and X-Way is for Cat C and D only aircraft. And for Yankee and Zulu, you can fly the iOS using both DME and GNSS. However, the main differences is if you want to do the localizer, you need a DME. You can't use a GNSS to fly the localizer. And again, X-Way and Zulu, the differences is one is for Cat A and B, and the other one is for Cat C and D. Let's say I only have a GNSS on board, I don't have a DME. The only approach that I want to do is the iOS Whiskey, because just in case the glide path fails, I need to switch to localizer. I still have the choice of using the GNSS to fly the localizer approach. Otherwise, I need to go miss. If you have a look of the chart, it looks like that. That's the main difference here. This one is Cat A and B. This one is Cat C and D. And that's what the chart look like. And this is quite self-explanatory because of the high terrain. As we just talked about the departure, when we depart from 1-way 1-5, we need to do an immediate turn when we hit 400 feet or departure end of one-way, whichever is earlier. In a King Air scenario, which will be 400 feet. That is the reason, because of the high terrain to the west. This is a really good scenario for an interview or any test, or a student that get question from an instructor, because this approach is only for category A and B aircraft. When we're talking about handling speed here, you can see so different handling speed according to different position during the approach. This is the holding pattern there. Holding pattern, the maximum speed can be 170 up to 230, but there is a limitation. If the approach is only for category A and B, the maximum speed is 170. If the approach is for more than category B, let's say category C and D can also fly that particular approach, maximum speed for holding pattern is 230. So in this case, this approach is only for category A and B. So the holding pattern, if I need to do it, maximum speed will be 170 knots. The next approach, this is for category C and D, maximum speed 230 for this case. Also, they designed there's no circling area here, so because of the high terrain, you will hit something if you try to circle to the west, and the only area you can circle is to the east, which is the water area, as you can see. And also really difficult, or I would say confusing, is a bunch of height restriction again because of the terrain. So like if you're approaching from different places along the way with waypoint and stuff, you have different restriction for the height. And obviously this is the requirement, and yeah, that's the approach play that I'm studying now. So yeah, that's the update. We'll see how I go with the sim section. Okay, so getting ready to the airport to do the sim. I'm a little bit nervous, but also I don't know what to do. But yeah, wish me luck. It's pretty cool. You can see the aircraft from here. Okay, AFT is here. Basically, this is specialized for all the ATPL study. And that is Sunshine Coast Airport Terminal, I think. It's all blocked. And I'm guessing that is the domestic terminal there. You can literally hear the engine running. I'm guessing that is a... Actually, I can't guess. Let me see. Oh, that is a Virgin aircraft. There you go. And can I guess this is a tower? Maybe? It looks like a tower. Hello. I just finished the sim. I'm still at the parking area and it went really well. Well, at least according to the sim assessor. He's happy with it. And so basically I'm waiting for the next step, which is leaving to HR and they do their thing. And I'm waiting for the good news. Oh my god! Yeah! So yeah, now I'm heading out to somewhere to get some food because it's almost 7 now, and tomorrow I need to wake up pretty early to drive back to Brisbane and catch the 8 a.m. flight. Okay, all packed up. I got 1 hour and a half drive, and hopefully on the way I get some breakfast from Macca's. So yeah, I just returned my car and this is where I got it from. And now I'm in the shuttle bus waiting to go to the airport. They have a pretty big selection of cars. Oh, they do have a Corolla. I want a Corolla more than the other one. The other one is shit. Anyways.